Kyoto has so many amazing things to see and do.
Honestly, sometimes it's hard to know where to start, right? In this video, I'm gonna be showing 7 things you absolutely have to try in Kyoto from my perspective as someone born and raised here in Japan.
We will check out the famous spots and some local hidden gems and even a few unique experiences that you can only have here in Kyoto. Because I'm sharing something super special that most tourists never get to try.
By the way, I'm Kota from Howzit, Japan. We are your local friends. We've got over 1,000 travelers across Japan, so we are professional local friends. Okay, let's jump in. Let's go. So first, what kind of place Kyoto really is?
For over 1,000 years, this city was the heart of Japan. If Tokyo feels like the future, then Kyoto is where time slows down, a place that lets you feel history. You will see traditional wooden townhouses, stone-paved streets, and peaceful shrines and temples that still stand just like they did centuries ago.
But these days, many of those spots are really packed with tourists.
Sometimes it's hard to find that quiet, calm moment that Kyoto is known for.
That's why when you visit Kyoto, you should take a little pause.
Take a deep breath and really feel the air, the rhythm, and the heart of this city.
Alright, from here, let's jump into 7 things you have to try when you come to Kyoto. And first up, the place that to me is the most magical spot in Kyoto. Right, let's go! Okay, right, when you visit Kyoto, the first place I want you to explore is Gion and Kamo.
Here, the old stone-paved streets are lined with traditional restaurants and tea houses. As the sun sets, the paper lanterns slowly began to glow, and the whole street feels like time is moving in slow motion.
This is also where real Maiko and geisha still work today.
Their white makeup, elegant kimono, and graceful movements are truly beautiful.
But remember, taking photos without permission and trying to talk to them is considered rude.
In Kyoto, the best way to enjoy these moments is simply to observe, to soak in the atmosphere. That's part of what makes this city so special. Its beauty lies in subtlety and respect.
Once you walk through the street, you will find the Kamo River, the heart of Kyoto.
For locals, it's a place to relax and breathe. During the day, you will see students, joggers, and families passing by. In the evening, couples sit quietly along the river. In autumn, the colors of the leaves are breathtaking, and in winter, the clear air and lights make it feel magical. No matter the season, this river has its own charm. Just remember, nights in Kyoto can get chilly, so it's smart to bring a light jacket.
When you by the river, stay quiet. This is the Kyoto way.
Lower your voice a little and you will hear the sound of the wind and the flow of water. It's simple but deeply calming. And nearby, you will find cozy old cafes and dessert shops. The perfect place to try dango, warabi mochi, or a matcha sweet.
And just enjoy the Kyoto slow and peaceful rhythm. Just a short walk from here, you'll find one of the Kyoto's most landmarks, Kiyomizu-dera.
It's one of the city's most visited spots, and when you see in person, the scale and the atmosphere are absolutely breathtaking. From the wooden stage that extends out from the main hall, you get a sweeping view over the entire city of Kyoto. It's one of those views you will never forget. The name Kiyomizu, which means pure water, comes from the sacred Ottawa waterfall inside the temple grounds. People have believed for centuries that its water grants wishes for health, success in studies, or even love. Visitors use a small ladle to drink a sip and make their wish. You will often see groups of Japanese students here too. I still remember the smell of the wooden and the morning air from when I came here as a student.
But keep in mind, Kiyomizu-dera gets very crowded, especially late morning and mid-afternoon.
If you can, visit early in the morning or during the evening light up. In the early hours, the temple is quiet and peaceful, and you can hear nothing but the sound of birds. It feels like a completely different world. On your way to Kiyomizu-dera, don't miss Ninenzaka, Sannenzaka, and Nene no Michi. These narrow stone streets lined with traditional wooden houses are some of the most beautiful and Kyoto-like places in city.
Just remember, people actually live here, so please avoid stepping into private alleys. Don't raise your voice.
And be respectful when taking photos. Make sure don't enter someone's home or shop space without permission. Take in the scent of the old wood and feel the gentle Kyoto breeze. That's the real charm of this place.
Best way to enjoy this area is to walk slowly. Pause for a moment. It's not about how many spots you see, but how deeply experience each spot. There's another place in Kyoto that you have to visit, a spot where you can feel like nature and peace. This place is Arashiyama.
It's a little outside the city center, but it only takes about 20 minutes by train. Once you step out of the station, you are surrounded by mountains, a gentle river, and pure calmness. The symbol of Arashiyama is Togetsukyo Bridge, a beautiful wooden bridge that crosses the Katsura River. In spring, it's framed by cherry blossoms, and in autumn, the red leaves make it look like a painting. It's one of the most photographed spots in Kyoto, but personally, I love in the early morning, where there are hardly any people around, and all you can hear is the sound of the river and the birds. It's such a peaceful, almost sacred time of the day. And of course, Arashiyama is also home to the famous bamboo grove. The tall bamboo sways gently in the wind, and you can hear the soft whoosh sound, like nature itself is freezing.
But after 9 p.m., it gets really crowded. So if you can go around like 7 a.m., like 8 a.m.
There are plenty of tourist shops in Arashiyama, but hidden among them are small local gems, family-run cafes, and old-style dinners loved by locals. Try some yubado, tofu ice cream, or simple obanzai lunch. Those quiet local flavors are part of what makes Arashiyama so special. If you have extra time, walk up to Horinji Temple or Okochi Sanso Villa. From there, you will get a stunning view where Kyoto's nature and city blend perfectly together. And as the sun ends, sit by the river and watch the sun slowly disappear behind the mountains. In the stillness, when you feel the breeze and the scent of the air, you will understand what I call Kyoto's moment of deep breathing.
After exploring the tourist spots, let's take a step into a local Kyoto, the everyday side of the city that most tourists never see. This place is a Sanjo street.
It's not a tourist attraction, it's a place where locals come every day to do their shopping. You can get here in about 15 minutes by train or bus from Kyoto Station or downtown Shijo. When you first arrive, you will probably notice how different it feels. Much quieter, much more relaxed than the busy sightseeing areas. Instead of souvenir shops, you will find vegetable stands, tofu shops, old stationery stores, bakeries that have been around for generations, a glimpse of everyday life in Kyoto.
What makes this street special is how old and new exist side by side.
Some shops have been here for over 100 years, while others run by young people opening cafes and dessert stores. As you walk, you will hear shopkeepers greeting each other. Good morning, how are you today? It's such a small thing, but it really shows the warmth and connection of this community. Walking through Sanjo shopping street isn't about sightseeing, it's about feeling what daily life in Kyoto is really like. It's not the glamorous side of the city, but it's the one that makes Kyoto feel truly alive. People in Kyoto truly value their morning time, and one of the best ways to feel that is through the city's Kissaten culture. Kyoto's old-style coffee shops. There are so many of them across the city. Not big chains, but small family-run cafes that have been passed down for generations. The kind of places with wooden counters, slightly faded menus, and a warm, nostalgic atmosphere that feels like Kyoto in the morning. Kyoto locals love bread, so a typical breakfast set always comes with a thick slice of toast, a boiled egg, and a cup of coffee. For example, one of my favorite is Suzuya, a cozy cafe located in Sanjo shopping street. It first opened back in 1940, and the moment you step inside, you will feel that retro Showa era charm. Old jazz plays softly in the background, and the scent of freshly ground coffee fills the air. Their curry rice is especially famous, rich, flavorful, and perfectly balanced with just the right amount of spice. You can enjoy it with coffee as a set for 1,550 yen, which is roughly about $10. A great deal for such a comforting meal. It's a kind of place where time moves slowly, and you can really feel what mornings mean to the people to Kyoto. If you ever feel that sightseeing alone isn't enough and you want to experience the real everyday life of Kyoto, try spending a morning in one of these cafes. At Howzit, Japan, our tours aren't just about visiting landmarks. They are about sharing those small local moments like sipping coffee in a quiet cafe where locals start their day. So if it sounds like you're kind of Kyoto, come visit our website and let's discover the real Kyoto together. If you only do one cultural experience in Kyoto, I would definitely recommend this. The the tea ceremony. Tea in Japan isn't just a drink, it's a reflection of the culture and a mirror of the heart. In a quiet, peaceful room, you take a moment to face yourself through a single bowl of matcha. That's what makes this experience so special. Our host today is Mima-san, a tea master with over 15 years of experience. He is kind, gentle, and always takes time to explain everything carefully. What struck me most was what he said at the end of our talk.
やっぱり日本文化っていうところがどういうふうに発展してきて、今日本でどういう位置づけになっているのかとかを、お茶っていうのは一番外国人にとっては馴染み深いのかなと思うので、
お茶を通して日本を好きになってもらうきっかけになってもらえばいいかなっていうことですよね。
はい、
で、美馬さんの場合はお茶がすごく、
私はお茶しかできないのでそこでご紹介できればっていうところですね。
The ceremony takes place in a traditional Kyoto townhouse that's over 150 years old. Inside, the atmosphere feels like stepping back in time, using tea utensils that are more than 400 years old. You learn each moment and its meaning one by one. Every action from preparing the tea to offering it carries a spirit of mindfulness and respect for others. It's not just about learning the steps, it's about learning the heart behind them. As I went through the ceremony, I realized that the entire process itself is a symbol of Japanese culture. The stillness, the sound of whisk into aroma, it all helps you rediscover a calmness you didn't know you were missing. The thick tea koicha was incredibly rich and deep in flavor. It was the moment I truly understood what really matcha is. Then came the thin tea, usucha, lighter, smoother, the kind we usually drink every day. Experiencing the difference between the two was a beautiful lesson in itself. The tea house is located just a short walk from Nishiki Market. After wandering through the busy food stalls, taking a quiet moment here to center yourself feels like the perfect Kyoto balance. The silence, the movements, the aroma, and the warmth of people. Through all of it, you don't just see Kyoto, you feel it. And if you want to spend another truly special moment in Kyoto, you can't miss the Washi lantern making experience. This session took place in a normally closed area of Tenryuji Temple, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's tucked away from the busy streets of Arashiyama, a quiet, peaceful space where time seems to slow down. But this isn't just about crafting a lantern, it's an art experience where you combine washi paper, natural pigments, and even pieces of Nishijin-ori, Kyoto's famous woven textile, to create something that reflects your own sense and emotion. You start by choosing your favorite Nishijin pattern. Each design carries its own meaning. Prosperity, harmony, kindness, and even the time you spend deciding feels like a part of the art itself. I remember standing there, unable to choose just one. Each fabric was so beautiful, each with its own story. Next, you lay a pigment over washi paper and use gentle heat from an iron to let the colors spread. As the warmth touches the surface, the pigments slowly blend, creating shapes and tones that look almost alive. When light passes through, soft glowing patterns appear, like captured moments of breeze and warmth. The artist behind the experience, Tabata-san, shared his wish for more people to bring washi into their everyday lives. He told us, washi isn't something distant or formal, it's something that can live with you, something that calms the heart. Through his words, I realized how warm and human washi really is. It made me want to surround myself with it even more. For my lantern, I chose the theme, Love. The Nishijin fabric I picked represent prosperity, and as I crafted, I poured my own feelings into the design. When I finally lit the finished lantern, the soft light reflected something within me, a gentle, comforting glow that felt deeply personal. The texture of washi, the shimmer of Nishijin-ori, the warmth of human touch, all came together to create. And of course, it became one of a kind souvenir, something made by hand, and filled with meaning. If you are interested in this tea ceremony or washi lantern experience, you can find all the details and booking links in the description below. Both are exclusive private experiences that you can only have here in Kyoto.
We will be sharing lots of local Kyoto tips and hidden gems on Howzit Japan. If you enjoy Japan like a local, make sure to subscribe. See you in the next video. No, see you in Japan. Bye bye. Howzit.